Holy crap. I hit record. I hit record. As soon as I hit record, everything is fine. Everything is fine until I hit record, and then I need to cough. Hey there, Griever gang. Welcome back to Griever Productions. We're here with some more Dan Vasc. This one's been recommended by a couple of people, especially since doing the reaction to Evanescence singing Afterlife. I believe that was the name of the song. Could be wrong. Future Jim will remember. So I'm really interested to hear this one. I believe that we've had a look at one of his Evanescence covers before. Let me just double check that. Yep, looks like we did My Immortal. So this is going to be an interesting one as well. I'm very keen to have a listen to him singing Lost in Paradise. So what we'll do, we'll get pretty much straight into this one. Please do leave a like on the video. It really does help. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. I'm very excited that we've nearly hit the 20,000 mark, and that is very, very exciting. But if you do like the content, at the end of this video, you'll find some other ways to support if you so wish. So, without any further ado, let's have a listen to Dan Vasc singing Lost in Paradise. Feels a bit quieter this one than normal.
Believing in something so distant, as if I was human.
Yeah, such a wonderful tone in that area of the voice.
Denying this feeling of hopelessness. And me.
Okay, I'll pause it there just for a moment. What I want to just kind of talk about is this wonderful tone that he has here. There's a lot of technique that goes into singing quietly, and it's hard to kind of explain it in short form, right? You could talk about the technique that goes into this for very long, extended periods of time, right? But no one's going to sit around and watch that in the middle of a reaction video. So all in all, the Too Long Didn't Read version, the TLDR, is that it takes a lot more core pressure, it takes a lot more breath control in order to sing softer, right? And to still maintain that resonance that he clearly has in this song. He does it so well, and it's a testament to many of the different techniques that he knows and can use very, very well, because I believe people have been saying that he has had some like classical training at some point in his training. I don't know the full details on that, but people have said it, and I believe it, frankly. And it very much helps with that breathing side of things, for sure. Like, if people want to get into singing, I maintain that the best way to learn breathing is through classical music. But I can also understand that people don't want to do classical music. It's not one of those more popular things these days. And I understand it. It's totally fine. But in my experience, breathing is very well taught in that kind of space. But the way that he's going about this so far, it's pristine, it's beautiful, it's on the note, and there's no playing around with the mix or anything like that to add auto-tune where it does not belong. Nothing like that. It's almost raw. Like you've got a little bit of that reverb on there, but there's not enough. There's not enough effect on there in the production to make somebody think that something is being hidden, which is an art form in itself.
All the promises I've made just to let you down. You believed in me, but I'm broken. I have nothing left.
Ooh, great harmony work.
And all I feel is this true? Wanting, we've been falling for all this time, and now I'm lost in paradise.
You can tell he's very comfortable in that high spot. His voice does this change when he gets into there. It's really interesting because in this kind of lower section where he's got the more quieter voice, there is more, I don't want to say a shake to his voice because people are going to think that I'm saying something mean about his voice, which is not the case at all. It's almost like there's almost like a little waveriness to it, and almost as if the foundation is a little bit rickety, like the tiniest little bit. And we know that when it comes to his lower stuff, he has even said that he finds lower stuff difficult, right? But as soon as he gets into that higher area of that voice, all of that is gone. It is there. It is 100% on it. It's so comfortable for him. It's so much more comfortable for him. I love all facets of his voice. Good Lord, it is crazy to hear the change between the two kind of sections. It's wonderful. He's doing that in chest. I need to go back. I need to go back a little bit here. A little bit more. Sorry. What I want to hear here. This is a tone of voice I haven't heard from him, which is very interesting, which makes me think that he's doing this in falsetto, just this section, in order to get that tone. Because I feel like if he'd be doing it in mid-voice, it'd be more full in tone. This is an interesting choice, and something we haven't heard from him on this channel. Because it's not mixed. Unless he's hidden the fact that it is. That's in mixed. Good note. I'll go through why it's interesting in a second.
And lost in paradise.
Wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Now, the reason that I think that that's incredibly interesting, the way that, so you can kind of tell, again, with this, and I know I've made this kind of statement before, that it's very raw in its emotion, right? And the reason that I say that is because you can hear every intonation, you can hear every time that that voice wavers a tiny little bit. And it's an interesting thing that happens in the studio, right? Where, like, I'd be willing to think that that whole last section, that whole higher section where he's got the vocal fry and everything, I'd be willing to put money, and I'm not much of a betting man, on the fact that that was done in a take. Just like one. Maybe two, maybe he did a second one. Right? I would bet that that whole section, right, was one take, not cut and pasted and that sort of thing, because of the emotion behind it. When you go through and you recut songs, right, like let's say I did that song, right, and I did that last section 4 or 5 times, and you start to cut in the more technically perfect parts, you sometimes lose the emotion behind what's actually being sung, right? There are times where I've gone into a studio, and I'm sure Dan has done this as well, where you go in, you do it that first time, and that is 100% the better take than any other time that you've done it since. Even if you've gone over specific parts because you didn't quite like a thing, it still sounds better in that first one due to the emotion behind it for some reason, right? It's really interesting, and I think I'd love to have a chat to him about it. I think that section would have been one take, unless it's been edited very, very, very well. Like, and I'm talking like minute little bits, but very, very good, very, very good. It's insane. His voice is crazy. His voice is crazy, and there's so much that he can do with it. But I'd love to have a chat with him one day and just have that conversation of, you know, where did it start for you? Like your passions and your training and all of that. And I'd love to like kind of hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak, because there's nothing better than having that conversation and really understanding the person for who and what they are. Interesting. It's a very good cover. Very good cover. But yeah, so that's all I have to say about that one. So thank you so much for watching. Like a favorite if you enjoyed. Subscribe to all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw here today, feel free to support me on Patreon, like the wonderful people listed here, for as little as $3 Australian, which works out around $2 US, €2, or £1.50 a month. Also, if you're into gaming, I have recently rebooted my gaming channel, so feel free to go on over there and have a look. Links to both the gaming channel and Patreon in the description below.